it's like Obianya Kwenspe. I'm a producer now, so
Which
the
one
person will
will
not bring out a quality movie.
actually, that is it. That is it. If you come into the industry, you see, sometimes you don't want to talk to offend people, but facts must be told.
Yeah.
Most of the YouTubers, those are not movies though. The series, you will call it movie because whatever, but those are no movies.
Welcome to Ray Talks Podcast, a podcast that reflects on the global Ghanaian society, the people, and their lifestyle. With your host, Raymond. We are happy to have you join us. Good evening and welcome back to the Ray Talks Podcast. As usual, I'm here with my guest. I have Miss Maya, I have Angesboat, I have Andy Cool. Guys, you are all welcome.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah.
Thank you very
So
much.
Miss Maya is my right-hand person. She's always here with me. And so Andy, this is your third time. You're also my right-hand man. Yeah. So the newcomer is Anges. Miss Maya is speaking from England. Andy. So we have Anges. She's an actress specifically with the Kumawood industry. So Anges, you want to say something about yourself to us?
As you've already introduced me, Angie's is abbreviation of my name. I'm Angela Nsewa Boatin, a Kumarodu actress.
Okay.
So basically, that's me.
Okay. You're welcome once again.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we are here to talk about the movie industry, the Ghanaian movie industry. This is why we have an actress here with us who obviously knows a lot, or we trust to know a lot than us. Yeah. We're going to keep it short. Yeah. So, I mean, gone are the days, like over the years, we saw the Ejakos, the Acrobatos, and when you come to the Gollywood side, we had the Jackies, Van Vickers, Majids, and stuff like that. Ajite Anang thems. But it looks as if now the industry is very quiet. I don't know if any of you agree to what I'm saying. It looks like it's quiet. Anges, would you like to say something about that?
Okay, so if we are talking about the whole industry, then I think what they are saying is the Gollywood side. The Kumawood is quite loud for some time now. Like it was quiet, like for let's say years back, it was quiet. But this time around, I think it's loud. We are loud. The Kumawood is loud.
Okay, the Kumawood is loud. Yeah. When you say it's loud, is it like this series that have been going on YouTube, or actual movies are being casted?
So what I'm trying to say is that before,
Sorry, can we reduce the background noise, please? It's very noisy. Yeah, let's go.
okay, so what I'm trying to say is that before, like 3 years ago, it was very quiet. We weren't hearing from either the Kumawood and the Gollywood. We are only watching the short skits and all that. But for now, the Kumawood is all over. We are all over. We are on the televisions. We are on the YouTube. We are on the DSTV. We are all over. So we are not silent. I think the Gollywood side, that side, fine. But with the Kumawood, we are working.
Okay. Miss Maya, what do you think? Do you follow the movie industry, the Ghanaian movie?
To be honest, it's been a very long time that I've really watched any Kumawood movie or any Gollywood movie. It's been quiet, like you said, very quiet.
Okay. But they are on YouTube, like Angus is saying. There are some movies on YouTube and some skits and series they have on YouTube. Anyway, Andy, what do you think?
So I am a very like I'm kind of really interested in Ghanaian movies, local movies, because I understand them. I understand them better. They really match my culture. They do give me better explanations than me watching American. These foreign movies sometimes seems like fiction to me. Sometimes. Yes, I do watch Ghanaian movies. Not a lot, but I still do watch some. Okay, so I've been watching a couple of these English speakers in Ghana and the Kumawood also. So when you visit Netflix here, you see a couple of Ghanaian movies which have very great meaning. They are not many when you compare to the Nigerians on Netflix, but they are very good, very, very good movies. The unfortunate thing is they are not many. They are not. When you visit Netflix, for instance, there are not plenty movies. I don't know if there are other platforms where people go to watch movies and where we can find Ghanaian movies. But with what Angie said, okay, these Kumawood movies are usually, as you said, found on YouTube. As to whether they are upgrading themselves to be on other international platforms or platforms where people pay to go and watch extra, I don't really know because I don't see any Kumawood kind of produced movie on Netflix, or I personally don't know other apps. I know there are apps which you can buy on Play Store
Play
or
Store or Google?
wherever
Yeah.
to watch them, which I haven't personally done that before because nowadays we do kind of enjoy more on Netflix or
Okay, so I get what you mean. Like when you go on Netflix, there are some of these Ghanaian movies, like yeah, not the Kumawood, but the those Ajitianans productions and stuff like that.
yes,
Recently, I think there was Boga, which was all over
yeah,
Germany here.
yes,
It was very nice.
very nice
And
movie combination from Ghana,
there are
Germany.
other apps like Kobirana was doing a lot. Like he's still doing. I mean, the one with the independent something, Mr.
Yeah,
President,
there
blah
is
blah blah
there's
blah.
quite a lot
It
of
was
them on
also
Netflix. Yeah.
nice. Yeah. So yeah, I think when you go on DSTV, last time I saw a couple of Kumawood series or movies there on DSTV. A couple of them. I have DSTV here, and I mean, I was surprised to see some actors or some characters that I haven't heard from them in a long time, like the Benedicta Gaffar and Mr. Beautiful. I saw their series and was like, oh, okay. Then why are we not hearing? Okay, probably yeah. Anges, I'll come to you again. Do you think there is a problem in the industry?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that brings me to my question. What is the biggest problem in our film industry? What problem do you think we're facing?
Okay, so talking from the mode side, I would say I think we have marketing challenge.
Okay.
Why? Because we have language barrier. Because if our movies doesn't travel far, and so I think that is the challenge we have, a very big challenge, if I should say.
No, but Yoruba language, that Yoruba language in Nigeria, they have series in that language on DSTV. Like it's been there for a very long time,
Yes, also Netflix. Yeah.
even
We
on
have
Netflix.
we have three series on DSTV.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
like
so
I also said, yeah.
yes,
So you think the language barrier for the Kumawood?
yes, for
Okay.
the Kumawood.
Have you starred in any Gollywood what do you call it movie?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So you can only talk for the
For the
Kumawood.
yes.
Okay. Andy, what do you think? Do you think there's a problem?
Um, I personally don't know what Netflix considers or what are the conditions to be met before you upload your movies on Netflix or other bigger platforms. I personally don't have DSTV, and for that matter, I don't really know what happens when it comes to locally made movies or cheese picking movies. But as you said, on Netflix, there are movies with languages that we don't understand. Fortunately, there are the interpretations of the generated text of them, which makes it understanding. But I think sometimes it's not only about the movie, about the language, but also the very movie we are watching. Sometimes the context of the movie, what the movie is trying to interpret, is actually sometimes more interesting, and therefore we even sometimes forget to look at the language, or we even forget that we are watching a movie in a different language. And so I feel like Kumawood could also do it,
Yeah, I
but
believe there is nothing too difficult Kumawood
yes.
can also do, because I think some of the producers are trying.
But yes, that's what I was about to say. That as at now, I don't personally know a very known or renowned producer from the Kumahood who is like, doing it in a different way. It's all kind of a friend saying YouTube content style of a friend saying movies. And unfortunately, okay, some I watched. I think this Dr. Likey's guy.
Tichiku.
Chichaku, he was featured on a movie on it's also on YouTube. But you see, this movie was rich. Okay, this movie he was with this young girl at home, something like that. They were kind of English and Chi mixed.
Ah,
Okay,
that small girl.
yes, the movie
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
rich. Okay, though as I said, I don't know the criteria one must meet to be able to put movies on bigger platforms like Netflix. But I feel like that movie is, different from this usual YouTube content they create. Okay, and it's worth paying for. It's worth paying to watch. You understand? And I just feel like some producers should come out, invest in the movies, and give better movies. Where even Titi movies na yɛhwɛ no, okay, they were not having
What we have now.
what we have now. Yet they were producing better movies, better sound. Unlike today, you'll be watching Kumawood movies and a scene via a Aponchi's voice is not necessary. You hear meh outside. And I feel say sometimes and
Yeah,
yeah.
not to cut you, I agree with you. I think if they are doing it so yeah, they should really invest in it, like you said.
So that was what I was saying. The investment. That was what I was saying. Say a marketing challenge. Because if a producer invests money into a movie and it doesn't travel that far for him to get back what he has invested, where will he get the money to? I mean, produce that kind of movie we all are wishing for.
You
You
see,
get, you
Anges,
get
I do
it.
get you, but I've seen several producers. Like nowadays, Tracy Boache is trying to bring it in English. Jinyame, there is one channel on YouTube, Jinyame, with Awoy Adams and Sly Adams. They are doing it in English. Even you yourself, Anges, there are lots of movies that you are doing in English. But then, sometimes for the parts where the tree language comes in, I think there should be subtitles. With this Yoruba thing that we are talking about, there are subtitles. So if the person doesn't even understand the language, he or she
Yeah.
is reading the subtitle. And I think that's really important if you want it to travel far. Yeah. I don't know. Miss Maya, you want to say
And
something?
I think also when we talk about the Yoruba language, there is always a history behind every film that they put on Netflix. Most of their films, they are things that
Sorry.
Are you here, Andy?
most of the films that they put on Netflix, they are things that happened way before. So I think when it comes to the Kumawood now, they can also do some. We've got a rich culture. We've got a lot of things that happened way back. So I think that they need to
Yes.
just make it, polish it. They need like not just anybody for the role, somebody who you think is very good at it. The subtitles now is very important as well. With me, I watch a lot of Yoruba films. I don't understand the language, but having the subtitles, no, it does help me. I watch Korean. I don't understand, but the subtitles, no, it helps me. So I think,
Yes.
so I think, oh,
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
Korean
Most
do
Ghanaian
better.
girls,
but
most Ghanaian
of late,
girls do watch
what they
that
are
movie. Yeah.
bringing, sorry, what they are bringing, they are also there is the Ghanaian culture in them, like
It's-
Lil Wayne's production,
You
like
would,
this,
you
the
know, you
See,
Asaseya.
say
what Miss
there
Maya
are
is trying to
certain
say is,
roles that, and as a certain scene, it takes way too long. Certain scenes are not even necessary.
yes, they sometimes sound or look
It's just
unprofessional.
they just
That's
drag
the
it.
word I
It's
should
an
use.
I something who I wouldn't want to watch it because I wouldn't
And
find
where
it
it's not even
interesting.
yes, where it's even not necessary to be funny, they just
It's
try to
true.
make everything
Yeah.
funny. So what
They,
Miss Maya was trying to say is the storyline. You see, this storyline in every movie is very important. As at now, they put so much adverts on YOLO, but trust me, when the Thursday is there or the Friday, I don't want to miss YOLO
yeah,
Yeah.
despite everything. Why?
Yeah.
Because everything they do in this Euro series sounds like they are professional. They are they are telling something. They like you can cope with what they are doing.
yeah.
Or it's like you're sitting
There
here,
can be
but you have
comedy.
this. Yes,
There can be
you have.
comedy movies. Even the English movies they do it as well. There can be comedy and there can be actual films. So they need to differentiate what they are putting out there. Are we doing comedy or are we doing an actual film? I
Yeah.
think Nashoko did this Things Fall Apart. They played it in something like that. And it was really nice.
There are some producers that we are not hearing from
Really,
them.
really
They were
nice.
really doing
So if
well.
the Kumawood can also incorporate things Ebema movies no akọ anymore, it will be good. You know, the subtitles is very important. In as much as they are speaking throughout, no, you can read. Everybody can read. Minty Korean, no, Minty Japan, but I'm able to, read subtitles and understand
Sometimes
what is going on.
I'm even surprised.
I don't speak
It's very
Yoruba,
necessary.
but I'm able to read.
Yeah. Okay. So
So I think they need to, do
they need to
more.
brand it well.
They need to
Yeah.
brand themselves more. They need to cut unnecessary scenes that who here cut scenes short.
Okay.
If
See,
it's
so
comedy, let it be a comedy movie. But it's something that is very, very real and let it be. Yes, I am
so
moody.
what I
Okay.
was about to say was that I think because the Kuma Wood is kind of overshadowing. There are better movies. There are better Ghanaian movies, or there are very good Ghanaian movies as well. As I said, on Netflix, I've watched a couple of them. Aditi Anand featured or produced kind of movies. They are very good ones, okay. But sometimes I feel like because the Kuma Wood type of movies are kind of more on this platform, the most common platform is YouTube. Okay, and now even Nigerians are trying to bring the professional movies on
On
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah.
Therefore, when you go to YouTube, you don't only see Nigerian comedies on YouTube, but also professional Nigerian movies. But in our case, the Ghanaian or the Kumawood movies are overshadowing the professional ones we know. Therefore, we only hear about the Dr. Likey or Dr.
No, those are skits. What you're talking about, like most of them are skits.
I see sometimes they try to produce full movies, and as Miss Maya said, producing full movies they take like 5 minutes on a scene, and you realize some of the things they are saying on this very or in this very scene are not making any, or are not adding up to or not adding anything up to the very movie we are watching. But yet still we try to watch them. I enjoy locally made stars like local music, local movies, local because they really match me. Okay, I grew up in Ghana, and therefore I'm kind of Ghanaian cultured or Ghanaian culture centered type of person. And so decided I miss my actual Korean movie, and I said so many young ladies, and as a Ghanaian ladies, actual Korean movie, they even fall in love with uh,
The characters. Once I know ne bema bi ne kwa kodo bema bi wo kra.
but when now date Ghana ni girl now on also crash on Korean girls. That was just by the way. You
Sorry.
see, and I think the investment should come, but who is doing this investment? That is another point. First, now there were very few producers who were like, um, recruiting the actors to come and, act for them, and they will pay them. But nowadays, I don't know, yes, I mean, say actors no na obiara pese onye independent, and I say actors no na they don't want to work with the producers or I don't know whose fault is it because I'm not in the industry. Maybe
Andy,
Angie
I
can
won't
tell us.
catch you. Talking about this producers thing, Anges, don't you think, say, producers are also no? It's also one reason, see, the movie has been somewhere like that.
Yes, I think so.
Because
That one.
it's like Obianya Kwenspe, I'm a producer now. So
Which
the
one
person will
will
not bring out a quality movie.
that is it. That is it. If you come into the industry, you see, sometimes you don't want to talk to offend people, but facts must be told.
Yeah.
Most of the YouTubers, those are not movies, though. The series, you will call it movie because whatever, but those are no movies. Yes,
Exactly.
those are no movies. You get it because you need to get a good script writer to write the scripts, a good director to direct. But if you come on the YouTube set, anybody can be a director. I can direct a scene, like I can direct a series and then put it there, and my name will be mentioned, and this as the director. Meanwhile, the person is not a director. So
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Like you're saying, those times we had the Miracles, we had
Yes,
Mr. Bentum.
yes.
When you come to Gollywood,
Perspective.
there were a lot. When you come to Gollywood, they had Shirley Frimpong Manson, the producer of The Perfect Picture and stuff like that. Those movies were really nice movies,
Yeah.
Yeah, with Ajit Anand's Lydia Forson and stuff like that. I mean, it was really nice those days. Okay, Angela, I'll ask you this: do you think we need collaboration in our industry, like bringing Nigerian actors to join us, or bringing people like South Africans or stuff like that? Do you think we need that?
We really need them. We really need that because I think it enhances the beauty of the project and all that. We really need them. We
Oh,
need
really?
that collaboration. We really need it. Yes.
Okay, I see. So you mean when they come in, it brings some dynamism in it?
Exactly.
Like, okay, yeah, I think Mr. Ibu was in Ghana, did movies with Ejako and Lewin. There was Patience Ozoko with Chewa. Yeah, I think those movies also went far. Like,
Yeah.
Andy, you want to say something?
And now you
Those movies went far because the collaboration. It was because of the collaboration, not because of the storyline. Because if you ask me what the storyline was about, as in this very movie, I don't remember.
Oh, me, I know.
Why?
Maybe
Because
you didn't understand, but I know.
the story. I remember. Was it Aki or Popo? One of them, Popo, came to Ghana. I had a movie where a gold one stole a gold to sell to Popo and then ending up falling in love with Llewellyn's daughter or something like that. You see, the storyline wasn't actually interesting, but because people were just eager to see Popo featured on a Ghanaian movie, we all rushed to watch the movie. It wasn't because of the storyline. What really sells the Korean movie is the storyline, the drama behind this movie. Okay, as Angie said,
No,
script
Andy, hold
writers.
on. Andy,
Okay.
hold on. Sometimes this track, Oto season,
Mhm.
do you know the artist? The main artist?
I got to know it after Woto Woto Yomuno.
You got to know it because Black Sheriff was on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you enjoyed it. So you were like, "Oh, Black Sheriff featuring Asimesi. Let me go and watch, or let me go and listen." So it was because of the collaboration.
I'm not saying that I did. Wait, I did not say the collaboration is bad. What I'm saying is
The storyline.
the collaboration can be there.
Mm-hmm.
It is the movie as to whether it will move forward or not. It is not basically on the collaboration. We can't say we always go out to bring people to come and act with them as a Ghanaian. Okay, so if these people are not there, what are we doing? Or how are we selling ourselves without them? When we take comedy, for instance, Nigerians are doing it, okay, and they started on their own as Nigerians and they were still going far. Ghanaians, we did it. We were not yet crowd. It wasn't that fast as them because sometimes I say that their population is far more than ours, and therefore, if they put anything on the internet, the possibility that they will have more views, no more
That's
views
high.
and screens than us, no, normal. Okay, but I think Ghanaians were also doing well, and when they collaborated, it was fine. They were doing better. So if we also, how do you call it, try to produce better ones on our own and later involve them, there is nothing wrong with that. Or even if involving them is going to make it better, I think the storyline should also play a role in the movie. There are also other movies that has Nigerians featured or other people from other countries featured, but still didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
let's
storyline.
look at something. I like
Okay,
watching
okay, Miss
South
Ma.
African films because on Netflix they are really good.
Yeah,
And you tend to see some of these Nigerian actors and actresses in it. Just recently, have seen Richard Mofe in one of their films. It's really nice. It's really beautiful, and I think yes, the collaboration it's needed. Ebe boosty film no.
yeah.
Ebe ma obia arashe akwa because Shola is in it. We all know Shola Bello. She's in it. She's a very, very good actress. And the lights ever to movie so. I like that woman. I would rush and go and watch it. But if there is nothing catchy about it,
Yeah, with the storyline, yeah, I agree with you, Miss Maya. With the storyline, I think, like I was saying, of late, there are 9 storylines in it. I think Lil Wayne's production, Philadelphia, there is a movie
Yeah.
like that. It's the storyline when it's a series actually. It's sorry, that one is a series. The storyline makes sense, you know. Angie's the one you did recently, the Asasiya. The
Yes, I see
storyline
that.
the storyline is also nice. So I mean, they are there. The idea is there.
and I think sometimes also the ending of the movie, enkoye. The way the movie will end, I don't know. I end this say you are expecting more,
I
but
just
not
want to say
yeah,
something.
cut it no halfway
I,
beside.
I also think, say, like as you are saying, you see, Weezy Empire, that is Lewin's camp, is a very big brand. And so there is no way he will bring out a movie without script. It's well scripted. So if you go through all his movies, it really makes sense. I think that because producers, as you were saying, there are many, they are all over Nintendo. I said, and got here back when you're papa in a like somebody like Miracle Films, Akwesi Nyamiche, if you go back and watch his movies from Asoiba and all those movies, it really do make sense. Until we had some producers and directors who came to the scene and then everything seemed like we are not making sense. Like
Yeah.
so
So the problem comes back to the producers now also no.
exactly because there are some producers and directors who are making quality movies. Like as you were saying, Tracy Buachi is now in
Yeah.
the YouTube. she's making movies, and they all make sense because it's well scripted. I mean,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you
Like,
get it.
and now I think she's bringing in some of the Gollywood characters also. Yeah,
Yes, the first one you shot was Nice True,
nice, true. I
and
watched that one.
yes, and it did
Yeah,
so well for her. Jackson K. Benton directed it. It was scripted. I had my script. We shot, and it was nice.
yeah,
So it did so well for her on the YouTube. So she had the money to go and produce another. And now she's featuring the Accra people, the Gollywood people, and she's
yeah.
shooting.
The casting
So you get it.
scenarios, this lady,
Yeah.
yeah,
Gloria Sappho and
Gora Safo Dems, yeah,
Juliet Ibrahim and all those.
Juliet
So
Ibrahim,
I
yeah.
think yes. So as we were saying, I think the producers and directors are many, so we are not seeing the beauty and the quality of the movies we make recently.
Okay,
You see, as she said, when um, um, the lady, what was her name again? The
Tracy.
producer Tracy tried bringing out a movie. She recruited a professional director, okay, and I am sure she also did same with script writers and probably cameramen, and you know, it's quite. I am sure movie production is very expensive. I told you I wanted us to do something here in Germany, kind of Ghana, like Ghana Germany style of movie. And you see me, I sat down to think of who I want to get involved. And it's like the cost is going to be very, very expensive because I need the camera men, not a cameraman, but cameramen probably, the story or the script writers, because I have the story.
Yeah,
But I'm not a script writer. Now, if I force myself and write something, at the end, even the actress Angie is probably going to find it difficult to act along. You understand? And so I feel like the production, the whole production thing is also sikasem,
of
and
course.
people are not putting in enough, or people don't have enough to put in. You understand? And even if they do, now first now na world class, we were buying CDs or cassettes. That was the style, that was the standard style. So everyone would have no choice than to go and buy the CD or the cassette. Now things have changed. How has the Kumawood movies people also like changed? How dynamic are they relating to times and generations? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to
I
say.
understand. Like,
It,
same rest is Daniel and what than movie.
so
So,
what I say, but Emre you know, it's like YouTube now, and most of them abihu. And trust me, ọmọ type share YouTube bebree no, yeah, maame nom ne yeah papa nom they probably just
oh,
turn on
and
the
then I say
TV
me
when
share
they are home.
YouTube. Am I your
Oh
father?
no, but how long do you spend on YouTube? Miss Maya,
No,
for
no. I
instance.
mean, look. Listen,
No, I'm not saying
listen.
say
You
ọmọ
see,
me
say
kasa ọmọ
Netflix and yet to me for movies ni enko. We've got Amazon Prime.
You see
No,
how
no.
you sell
I get
yourself.
it. Wait, Miss Maya. Before you go on Amazon Prime, Netflix, you need the subtitles and stuff like that. So it starts from there. Like I said, most of them are on DSTV now. Aquaba Magic,
Me, I don't
and
have DSTV too.
I have
I don't
DSTV.
know what goes on there.
Those there, they have subtitles, which
You
is
see, the
nice.
fact that we don't have DSTV is not the problem. But what I'm trying to say, Ray, is that Emira Sisa, okay, and Emira Sisa, you see, now me person me koye miti, and the woman said 150 euros, and because she said 150 euros, I felt she was good because no boy ending. You understand? People have the narrative say, "Sine obesi aton hono, ene be chere sine obesi ayeden aton." Until you're not be good, so one kasa crash. What you're not a movie near camera. When you come and put it on main kind of say platforms where we are supposed to pay and go and watch movies. When these American movies comes out, we go to the cinema, we pay to watch.
Yeah,
You understand? Because they are not there. But what happens? They know what or I feel like they think what they are doing hasn't reached a certain standard, and therefore they just put it on YouTube because YouTube there, you see, I'm on I can just record it and come and put it there for people to watch. You understand?
So
So this is a different generation. I feel like they should try and then make kind of saying adapt what is there
so
now. Or
I think Anges want to say something. Let's make it short. Our time
all
is
right, sorry.
already
what
spent.
Andy is saying, is taking us back to the answer I gave earlier. You see, I was talking about language barrier. You are saying say and so we realize so it's now about the YouTube. So we the producers, we do movies and take it to the YouTube. But it's not working for us because of the language barrier. You get it. And YouTube no no. You see it's simple. It's not simple. Every character you are seeing, we pay them. You rent cameras. Even if it's a one take, you rent cameras, sound, location, welfare, and all that. And you go and put your movie on YouTube, and at the end of the day, you get like 25 views. Then a bit account price you go and do.
That is why we said we need the subtitles. That is where the subtitles comes in because of language barrier.
I have so many producers on the YouTube that have subtitles on their movie. People are not watching. Oh, I think people are not watching. Oh.
So if people are not watching, you need to go back to the drawing board and ask yourself, why are people not watching our movies?
So that is what I was saying.
Is it because some scenes are too long? Or is it because the people acting are not professionally? Or what you need to find out what the problem is. Because with the movie and you've got 25 likes, you go back to your drawing board, then you figure out. So where the problem is, you work towards there.
And I think as time goes on, you still learn. People learn.
Yeah, we learn every day.
How is it being advertised? How is it being branded? And all these things. People look at these things. I think we've spent more time on that. Yeah. So lovely viewers and listeners, this has been the Ray Talks podcast. I'm here with my guest. We are discussing the Ghanaian movie industry. You can take a minute wherever you're watching to subscribe or follow. Yeah. So we will continue. Anges, I'll come to you on this one. Since you are in the industry, do you think there is a proper structure?
Proper structure? No, I don't think.
But there's a union, right, for the
Yes.
movie industry.
Yes. The Ashok and all that. And there is a problem. There is a problem for actors to act and get this small money. We really don't have to talk about this here. But we have court cases, so I don't want to go there. Things are not right. Things are not right at all in the industry.
Okay, so you are still in there and you think things are not right. So in this case, this is why our some of our veterans, they end up, excuse me to say, asking for help when they are old, like when they are not able to take care of themselves health-wise and stuff like that. So it means, in short, there is no proper structure, like you said.
No proper structure at all. At all.
So that's a big challenge. Miss Maya, Andy.
What is this structure thing we are talking about? I personally don't really understand. Like
there's a union. I mean, let's say your workplace where you work.
Yeah.
There's a tree. As a tree, as a structure. Boss ni, weni. This one is responsible for welfare. This one is responsible for this. So when you need something, you go here. You go there. This kind of structures.
See, the whole thing is not only the Ghanaian movies. It's this whole Ghana media entertainment thing. It's as if there is no law actually protecting the people, protecting the productions, protecting the content and everything they do. Okay, and therefore it's like somebody will even write a movie or put a content out. Somebody will redo the same thing and put it on just because there are different cuts, there are different settings and stuff. No, nothing is going to happen. You understand? But it shouldn't be like that. Okay, and obi betumi akotwa obi movie crampo part and come and upload it or use it for their personal stars and just write the and nothing. This doesn't happen in Europe. Okay, basically the law in Ghana, or there is no. It's either there is no or there is, but people are not really paying attention to, or we are abusing them. So there is a law, but the law is not protecting the people. Okay, or the people are not even allowing themselves to be protected by the law. When we come down, if there are these organizations, if there are these whatsoever that probably people have to join to better their production or to better their content or their movies, are they really joining them? There was Ghana Music Association or whatever, which Obo was I think the leader or the president, and it felt like people were not paying the necessary dues to this institution, and the institution was other way around, also not helping the people or even the people who were paying in any other way. So people feel like it's not even relevant to go and register your product with this institution, because it is only then the institution is probably also going to protect you when it comes to certain stuff. You understand? But I don't know. I feel like when it comes to these things, Angie can tell us much, or can give us much more information about it.
No, but Angie said there's no proper structure. So yeah, and she doesn't want to go deep into that because there is some kind of
because
court
we have
case.
court issues that we are dealing with. I just don't want to go there.
No,
Okay.
you don't have to put your personal issues or personal
No,
situations.
we won't force her
into
to
this.
go there.
Yes.
And we won't force her to go there.
What I can say is also that we have low standard of education in terms of workshop and all that, seminaries and all that, and you see, all those things are not working for us. It helps us to explore. It helps us to learn more about, the whole production and all stuff. But it's not working. All those
Okay.
factors are not working. So.
Okay. Miss Maya, you want to add something? Are you here?
We've said a lot.
Okay. Then
Yeah,
maybe we
we've
should go
already
to.
said a lot. It just need the Kumawood, they need to put things together.
Okay, let me start with you on this one, Miss Maya. This is our last round of questions. How do you think we can change things going forward? How do you think things can be changed?
I feel like said the producers, there is a lot of them. It's either they all come together and make a very good movie.
And
That would
directors.
sell out. And directors as well. That would sell out. Because if everybody is producing their own movies and at the end of the day, the movie is not even pushing, it's not going anywhere, what is the point?
The quality is not there.
The quality is not there. Everything, the script, it's not even organized properly. If it's not organized properly, how are you going to sell out? It doesn't work like that. So I feel like they all need to come together, sit down, put something very, very good together.
Okay.
So if all of them come together and they produce a very good movie, Kumawood, no.
And sometimes I
Then they
also
take
think
it from there. Not just the Kumawood Nimpo, even the Gollywood. I know
That's what I'm
Rana
about
is
to
doing
say.
very well. He's trying.
Angela, you want to say something?
Yeah, it's exactly what I was about to say. It's a broad issue. It's not only about the Kumawood. So what happens to the Gollywood?
Yeah.
You get it. Yeah.
But it's because you are a Kumawood actress. That is what I say. Yeah, bohonom san.
Yes, I know, but we are also talking about Ghanaian movie industry, right? So,
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. So the structure I'm talking about, the whole Ghanaian movie industry, it's not just Kumawood or Gollywood. Yeah. So, Angie, you want to say something more again, like concerning going forward, what we need to do?
I think the Filmmakers and Producers Association should, sit and then put things right for us. As we are talking about the directors and producers, they are the people who can make certain things straight for us. Because you can't just stand up and say, I'm a director. Sometimes I laugh. If you go to let's say the YouTube side, everybody is a director, everybody is directing.
Yeah,
The moment the person have an experience about acting or an experience about movie, the person thinks he can direct. And there are so many directors, so many movies we are watching on the YouTube. Those directors are normal people
I
like
know,
us. They
pa.
don't
I
have
know.
the experience.
I
And
know,
so
pa.
I think the filmmakers and producers association should sit down and structure something better for us. So that is what I
Thank
can.
you. Thank you. Andy.
Yeah, so if there is any, as you said, if there are filmmakers, production and directors association or whatever they call it, if there is any, I think they have to upgrade themselves. They should have a very solid union, register it. Okay. First of all, education is very important. I feel like people just get up and do anything they want. But in Europe, no, it's not like that. Before a producer is probably going to give you a role to play or to give you whatever, being it the cameraman, the script writer, or whatever role you can play in their production, you need to present a certificate. You need to testify that, yes, you can do it. Okay, but it's where we're from, it seems sometimes it's not like that. People just wake up and direct or produce, and nothing happens. You know, there are not good structures, as we said.
Yeah.
Education. I don't know what I said, but I said education. So it's very important in whatever we do. I think education plays a very good role in it, and therefore they should come together, form a very solid union, so that all these producers, whatever producers, directors can, register their right with them, so their rights are also going to be protected. And then these people will also make sure that not everybody will just come out and put anything, because at the end, I know they have their rights, but and they should also try and differentiate themselves from just normal YouTube content and movies. So
Of course.
yeah.
Like what you're saying is true. Like I have starred in a movie here and there is a proper structure, you know. You need to go through certain things, certain steps, sign documents. The movie organization wants to make sure that all the characters are okay in your production, you know. Everybody that is in must sign something. You understand? Unlike
Yeah.
where we are, I know we will get there. I know we will get there. It's
I don't know. We should be there by now, because I feel
no.
like
We can't be
these
there by
people,
now.
this Ghanaian movie production is old enough. Okay, from when I used to carry Akunya to people's house to go and watch Santo and Judas till now, I
Yeah.
think it's quite long enough that they upgrade in a way, like the education is very important in everything. It's not just you going to classroom to learn ABCD or what is matter.
Oh,
These
and
fields.
Nase, initially
Hey,
it was Piamon Core. It came to CD. Now they are on Aquaba Magic. Some are on Netflix. Some are on YouTube. So it will get there. Nkakra.
hey, Ray, I feel like sometimes, no, Ayana, the insults, no, in the movies, no, they are just too much.
Yeah, yeah.
They overdo it.
That is the Kumawood one.
Yes, it's just too much.
No, not only Kuma Wood. I watched
And you
Adati
sit
Adansi
there and you,
on.
you be like, this scene has taken to the insults are just just cut it short.
And so that is
They
what
need
we are.
to, like you said, the structure is not there. They need to minimize things.
It's
So
because
Obeka Bibia, try to make it short, but put your points across.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, and just your last words. Yeah.
So I think some of the Kumawood believe in dialogues more than all those body expression and all that. They believe in like it feels like me a good actor, and that is the problem we have. And so if it's well scripted, you are talking from the script. Whatever you are saying is from the script. And you forget, you get it. And so that is the problem we are talking about. I think my last word is that the government should come in. I think the government should come in because you can't resist it and all that.
Yeah. Film villages and all that. Movie, sell when a CB. Yeah. The Kumail people, they are trying, first, no, they are really trying. They are building empires.
Yeah.
I can say, yeah.
Because, I think, and we should be honest. The kind of sika income movie Edinburgh or mine the country, I think it's high time. All these things have to come in mind of. I mean, a buying number you get it because the kind of mania movie Edinburgh or mine, but we don't know why. Or abang biaba on creative art side, and that is what we are fighting now for. I don't know, say you are seeing it on the social media
Of
now.
Of course.
So we are fighting for that. So we are hoping for the best. I think so. Things will be.
Okay, and the short one, your last words, please.
They should stand up. They should educate themselves. They should be professional, and I think the government is going to come in because when you personally sound not serious, I'm not saying they are not serious, but when you personally sound not serious, this how the government is going to take you. Okay, but when you are well organized, when you are well trained, and you present your whatsoever professionally to the responsible agencies, I think they are going to also react.
Miss Maya, I think you said, and I will be. Okay. So, Bruce to be, we've really talked a lot. It's been a very interesting show. Like Anges was saying, scripts, so I've also starred in some of the local movies. My series, my oh God, I've forgotten the name.
Then you can direct and produce.
We were there. We were there. The director had the script. Instead of printing a baby, he had one, and then he'll call you Ray. Ube can say. Maya, Ube can say. This is not how you do things. What I say. This is not how you do things.
So comparing, if you were really featured in a locally made or a Ghanaian locally made movie and this German one, what's the difference?
No, the German one is it's well upgraded. I mean, it's well upgraded. Of course, Ghana be Drew. It's well upgraded.
Yeah, Bedroom.
Yeah. Okay, so we will bring it to an end now. This was the Ray Talks podcast. The podcast is available on YouTube, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, as well as Amazon Music. You can check out the links on my bio. Just click on the link. It will redirect you to whichever platform that you want to enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and then share to family and friends. I thank you all for coming, Miss Maya, Anges, Andy. We thank you, lovely listeners and viewers. Okay, until then, next time. Thank you for being a part of this episode of the Ray Talks podcast. Kindly support us by subscribing and sharing to family and friends. See you next time.